Good morning, students. I hope so. Everyone is good and everyone is fit and fine. So, in our previous lecture, we have started off with this new chapter, which is money and credit, which is from the subject economics. And in that particular lecture, we have discussed about money, how we generate money, what are the basic uses of money, and how money as a medium of exchange, how we basically exchange in the form of money. Then we have talked about the modern forms of money, which are basically currency deposits with different banks, and how the check is being used, what kind of features does it have, the loan activities of basic banks. So we have discussed all that thing in our previous lecture. Now in today's lecture, we are going to we will be discussing these topics. So the first topic that we are going to discuss will be two different credit situations. So we are going to discuss two different situations where two different people have taken the loan, and what are the situations that they are going to face, and what will be the circumstances of these situations. So we are going to have a brief discussion about those two situations. One is the festive season and second is the Swapna's problem, that is given in your book as well. Then we are going to discuss about the terms of credit. So there are different terms of credit if you are taking any sort of loan, like a home loan or any other kind of a thing. So there are certain terms and conditions that is applied to certain credits or loans. So we'll discuss that. Then we are going to discuss about the variety of credit arrangements. So there are some examples that is given to you in your book. We'll discuss that. And loan from the cooperatives. So how this cooperative societies work with these credit loans that they are taking. We will discuss that too. So these are the topics that we are going to discuss in today's lecture. Then we are going to discuss about the homework solution that I have given you in the previous lecture, and the homework that I am going to assign you in this particular lecture. So these will be the topics that we are going to discuss. So please get ready with your book, one notebook and one pen, that is very much needed, and start off with page number 43. So please open up page number 43. We are going to read also what is given in your book, and we are going to discuss the note that I have made for you. So let's get started with the lecture now. So the first topic that we are going to discuss is going to be two different credit situations. So there is a large number of transactions in our day-to-day activities that involve credit in some form or the other. So basically credit means loan that we are taking. So these loans refer to an agreement in which the lender is the one who supplies the borrower with money, goods or services in return for the promise of the future payment. So we are taking certain amount of loan out of certain goods and services that we are going to give them with the promise so that we can repay them in the future. That's the kind of a loan situation here. You can mark this line also in your book about credit. What does that mean? So credit or loan refers to an agreement in which the lender supplies the borrower with money and goods and services he is giving in return for the promise of future payment. So now let us just see two examples in which people can understand about how this particular credit works. So there are two situations that have been given to you. One is the festive season and the second one is Swapna's problem. So first of all, we are going to discuss about the festive season. So it is a festival season 2 months from now, and the shoe manufacturer Salim has received an order from a large trader in town for 3,000 pairs of shoes to be delivered in a month's time. To complete the production on time, Salim has to hire a few more workers for stitching and pasting work. He has to purchase the raw materials to meet these expenses. Salim obtained loan from two sources. First, he asked the leather supplier to supply leather now and promises to pay him later. And second, he obtained loan in cash from the large trader as advance payment for 1,000 pair of shoes, with the promise to deliver the whole order by the end of the month. So at the end of the month, Salim is able to deliver the order, make a good profit and repay the money that he has borrowed. So now in this case, we have read this particular case. So here you can see that Salim has obtained some credit to meet the working capital needs of the production. So here he has taken certain credit to meet of the working capital. मतलब उसके पास अभी currently वो चीजें बनाने के लिए भी पैसे नहीं है, तो उसको बनाने के लिए he had taken certain amount and he have promised that he could repay it when he will receive the payment. So उसने वर्किंग कैपिटल के लिए ही हैव टेकन द लोन टू मीट द प्रोडक्शन रेट, जितने भी मतलब जो भी बनाने में जितना भी खर्चा लगेगा, ही हैव टेकन सर्टेन लोन फॉर दैट, सो दैट जब उसको उसका वो बेच पाएगा, उससे जो भी उसको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, फ्रॉम दैट ही कैन रीपे द अमाउंट. So the complete production was on time and therefore he has actually increased his earning also and he have repaid the loan as well. So in this situation, जो क्रेडिट उसने लिया, जो लोन उसने लिया, इट हेल्प्स हिम टू इंक्रीज हिज अर्निंग एंड देयरफॉर द पर्सन इज बेटर ऑफ देन बिफोर. सो अब उसकी सिचुएशन बेटर है लोन लेने से, क्योंकि उसकी दैट इज वन ऑफ द रीजन कि उसको मतलब पैसे भी मिल गए, उसका जो प्रोडक्शन है वो भी बन गया, जो जब उसने वो बेचा उसे बहुत अच्छा प्रॉफिट भी मिला and he could easily repay the loan as well. और उसके बाद भी he has a particular earning for himself as well. So in overall situation, Salim has obtained a better credit situation where he has earned for himself as well. There was an increase in his earning, and in this situation the credit helps him to increase his earning and therefore the person is better off than the before situation. So here the credit have play a very vital and positive role in this particular situation. Now in the second situation we are having a Swapna's problem. So what is the problem? We should read it that first. So Swapna is a small farmer that grows groundnut on her 3 acres of land. She takes a loan from the money lender to meet the expenses of cultivation, hoping that her harvest would help to repay the loan. But midway through the season, the crop is hit by pests and the crop fails. True, Swapna sprays her crops with expensive pesticides. It makes little difference and she is unable to repay the money lender and the debt grows over the year into a large amount. Next year, Swapna takes a fresh loan for cultivation. It is a normal crop this year, but the earnings are not enough to cover the old loan. So this is caught in debt. She has to sell a part of the land to pay off the debt here. So in the Swapna's case, the failure of the crop made the loan repayment impossible. So if she is not able to generate the money out of it, how can she is going to repay the amount? And obviously whoever he have taken the money from, all these money lenders, they can't give them extended time. Their interest rate is going to increase if she is not able to repay the amount. So basically it is going to increase. So she had to sell part of the land to repay that particular loan. So here the situation is completely different. Here if the person is not able to repay the particular loan, so the loan that has been taken by any person, it can go against that particular person. It could actually ruin someone's life because you are not able to pay back that particular amount to these money lenders. So she had to, basically in her situation, she had to sell her part of the land to repay the loan, and the credit here, instead of helping Swapna improve her earnings, left her worse off. So if we see that a credit situation or a loan situation can help an individual, or it can even worse the situation for a different person. So this is an example of debt trap. So debt trap is basically where you are not able to repay the amount which you have taken from the banks or these money lenders, and in this situation the credit in this case pushes the borrower into a situation from which recovery is very painful, where they have to sell off their own assets or a part of their land or anything which is of their own. So whether credit would be useful or not depends on the risk in the situation where there is some support in case of loss. So whenever you are thinking of taking any loan, you should be thinking in your mind that there is certain kind of support in your hand. Like it should not go worse. if you are in a stable situation, you know, if you could be able to repay the particular amount. अगर आप इस सिचुएशन में हो तभी यू शुड टेक दैट पर्टिकुलर लोन. इफ यू आर नॉट इन दैट सिचुएशन, यू आर इन अ वेरी डिफरेंट सिचुएशन एंड you are taking from a very ruthless person or many lenders who will not even give you a time slab to repay that particular amount. Don't take it, because it is eventually going to give you you will be eventually involved in this debt trap, and it is going to become worse for yourself only. So basically these two situations here we have discussed can be positive for one person and can be worse for another person, depend on the situation here. Now we are going to discuss about the another topic. So another topic here we are going to discuss is the terms of credit. So every loan agreement specify an interest rate which the borrower must pay to the lender along with the repayment of the principal. So here the terms of credit means that जितना भी आप अमाउंट एज अ क्रेडिट में आप ले रहे हो और जितना भी लोन में आप ले रहे हो उसके अगेंस्ट दे एक्चुअली स्पेसिफाई इन इंटरेस्ट रेट, जो कि लोन इंटरेस्ट लोन रेट होता है जो कि हर बोरोवर पे लगता है, जो भी मतलब ये अमाउंट बोरो करता है, एंड दे मस्ट हैव टू repay that particular amount to the lender along with the repayment of the amount which they have taken. So in addition, lender also demand collateral against loans. So collateral means security. Collateral का मतलब होता है security, as like collateral is an asset that the borrower owns, such as land, building, vehicle, any kind of stock or deposit with bank. So from collateral they can ask you anything in as a security from you. Like आपने अगर उनसे लोन लिया है तो आपसे कुछ भी गिरवी पे रखने के लिए आपसे कुछ सिक्योरिटी मांग सकते हैं कि मतलब आप ये चीज रख जाओ हमारे पास एज अ सिक्योरिटी, जब आप हमें रीपे कर दोगे हम आपको ये चीज वापस कर देंगे. सो दैट्स हाउ दिस collateral works as a security. It's an asset that the borrower owns. जैसे कोई भी लैंड हो सकता है, कोई बिल्डिंग हो सकती है, कोई व्हीकल, livestock, deposits with bank, anything it could be possible, and uses this as a guarantee to the lender until the loan is repaid. So if the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell off the assets or collateral to obtain that particular payment. So if you are not able to repay that particular amount to the lender, so उसके पास सारे राइट है ताकि वो आपकी collateral को बेच सकता है और वो सेल ऑफ कर सकते हैं आपने कोई भी जो एसेट उसके पास एज अ सिक्योरिटी रखा होगा. So here the interest rate also helps like collateration and documentation requires, and the mode of repayment together is called the term of condition. So here in term of credits, what are the things that are mentioned here is first of all the interest rate that they are lending on, then the collateration, the security thing that they are investing, then the documentation, एक proper एक documents बनते हैं इसके कि that आपने इतना लोन लिया है, उस पर इंटरेस्ट रेट इतना है, ये आप सिक्योरिटी दे रहे हो, ये इस टाइम पे आपको देना है, what will be the mode of payment that you are going to give it to, और what will be the last like time level कि मतलब कितने टाइम तक आप उसको रीपे कर सकते हो, ये सारी चीजें उस टर्म्स ऑफ क्रेडिट पे मेंशन होती हैं. And it may vary depending on the nature of the lender and the borrower as well. So basically it also could depend on the nature of the lender that he could give you some extra time, or he could not, he could take some security as a promise also. It depends. If he is not able, like it depends on the lender that what security he is going to take from you. If he is a nice person or he is like a good person, he could only took a promise out of you that you will be going to repay them, or if he will be like a very professional one, he is going to take out any sort of asset, the main assets out of you. So it all depends on the relationship and the nature of the lender and the borrower here. Like we can talk about this particular thing as well, which is given on page number 45, a house loan. So here there is a situation that has been given to you, like Megha has taken a loan of rupees 5 lakh from the bank to purchase a house, Now the annual interest rate on the loan is 12% and the loan is to be repaid in 10 years in monthly installments. So Megha had to submit to the bank documents showing her employment records and salary before the bank agreed to give her the loan. So the bank retained as collateral the papers of the new house, which will be returned to Megha only when she repays the entire loan with interest. So here the situation has इसमें पूरा सिचुएशन लिखा हुआ है कि there is a girl called Megha. She have to take a loan of 5 lakhs to purchase a new house. So उसने उसके पास पैसे तो थे नहीं, तो उसने क्या किया, उसने लोन लिया फ्रॉम अ पर्टिकुलर बैंक जिसके और उस लोन पे 12% इंटरेस्ट रेट लगा हुआ था और जो उसे 10 इयर्स के अंदर एज अ मंथली इंस्टॉलमेंट पे करना था. सो द बैंक हैज एश्योर्ड हर द लोन विद कि उसका उन्होंने चेक किया उसका एम्प्लॉयमेंट रेट क्या है, मतलब व्हाट इज शी अर्निंग करंटली, व्हाट इज हर सैलरी, देन फ्रॉम हाउ लॉन्ग शी इज वर्किंग, वेयर शी इज लिविंग, द बैकग्राउंड, दे चेक एवरीथिंग before lending the loan. So and they have written these particular requirements also that if she is not able to repay the amount, they can take away her house also which she have actually owned it. तो तब तक उसको उस घर के पेपर्स नहीं मिलेंगे जब तक वो फुल अमाउंट ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर लोन she will not pay with interest rate. So that's the terms of credit that has been given to Megha here for a house loan. So basically collateration here works as, in addition to the interest, lenders may demand security against the loans, and collateration is an asset that the borrower owns such as land, building, vehicle, livestock, deposits with banks, and uses this as a guarantee to a lender until the loan is repaid. If the borrower fails to repay the loan, the lender has the right to sell the assets or collateral to obtain the payment, and the property such as land, titles, deposits with banks, livestock are some common examples of collateral used for borrowing. So if you got a question about what does collateral means and what is the basic role of that, you can write these points as an answer. Now we are going to turn up to another topic that is given to you on page number 46 here. There is a situation which has been given about credit arrangements. So we are going to read it out. What does that particular mean in small? I have been written here. There are particularly 3 situations. तो इन 3 situations को हम deeply witness करेंगे. The first is a small farmer who borrows money from a agriculture trader. So there is a small farmer who borrows money from an agriculture trader at the rate of interest is 36% per annum. Means एक ईयर पे 36% उन्होंने मतलब रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट लगाया. एंड द ट्रेडर सप्लाइज फार्म इनपुट्स लाइक सीड्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स. तो जो ट्रेडर है उसने उससे सप्लाई किया अपने मतलब सीड्स और फर्टिलाइजर. इन एडिशन टू द इंटरेस्ट एंड कैपिटल, द फार्मर हैज टू सेल हिज क्रॉप्स ओनली टू द ट्रेडर ओनली, एंड द फार्मर हैज टू एक्सेप्ट द प्राइस ऑफर्ड बाय द ट्रेडर. The trader not only gets an interest for his loan but also earns a huge profit from selling the crop at a very high price. So इस situation में क्या मतलब there are different situations that have been given to it about credit agreements. So credit agreements ऐसे होते हैं कि कुछ जो लोन आपको देते हैं वो कुछ उनके एग्रीमेंट्स में कुछ चीज़ें होती है जो कि उन्होंने मेंशन की होती है कि आप यही चीज़ें कर सकते हो, इसके अलावा आप नहीं कर सकते हो. तो पहली सिचुएशन हमारे पास ये आई है जिसमें देयर इज अ स्मॉल फार्मर हु बोरोस ऑल दीज मनी फ्रॉम एग्रीकल्चर ट्रेडर. उसने पैसे लिए और उसने उस पे रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट लगाया 36% पर एनम, बट उसने उसमें अपने एग्रीमेंट में ये भी डाला दैट द ट्रेडर हैव टू सप्लाई हिज इनपुट्स लाइक सीड्स एंड फर्टिलाइजर्स टू हिम. तो उसके पर एक डबल बेनिफिट हो गया उसको कि उसको सीड्स और फर्टिलाइजर से मिल रहे हैं और इन एडिशन टू दैट उसको इंटरेस्ट भी मिलता है. सो इन वन वे एक तो उसको इंटरेस्ट रेट मिल रहा है और साथ में उसको सीड्स और फर्टिलाइजर साथ में उसके मिल रहे हैं. ही डजंट हैव टू पे हिम मनी बट ही हैव टू पे हिम द इंटरेस्ट रेट. So he can sell off his crops only to the traders only. Now the farmer has to accept the price offered to the trader. The trader not only gets the interest for his loan but also he has he is earning a lot more huge profit from selling the crop that he is selling to him at a very high price. So here the credit agreements is in the favor of the agriculture trader here, where मतलब ऐसी सिचुएशन भी होती है जहाँ पे they are agreeing on some different policies. So the second situation here is the farmer borrows money from a bank. यहाँ पे जो मनी बोरो हो रहा है वो बैंक से हो रहा है एंड द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट इज 8.5% per annum. The loan can be repaid any time in the next 3 years. So the bank has given this person 3 years to repay the loan, and the farmer plans to repay the loan after harvest by selling a part of the crop. So the farmer plans to repay the loan after harvesting by selling a part of the crop, and the farmer will then store the rest of the potatoes in the cold storage and sell it when the price is high. So the farmer can apply for a fresh loan from the bank against the cold storage recipient, and the bank offers this facility to every person out there. So basically in this second situation, what we can study that the farmer is borrowing the money from the bank, not from any agriculture trader or anyone here. So here they are giving them a rate of interest which is much less than any agriculture trader here, that is 8.5% per annum, and that particular person can repay the loan in next 3 years. So he has the time for 3 years, and he have made a particular plan to repay the loan by selling a part of the crop that he is he is building up, or he is doing this farm activity. So the farmer will then store the rest of the potatoes in the cold storage and sell it when the price is high. So he have thought of a situation कि वो अपने पोटैटोज को एक कोल्ड स्टोरेज में रख लेगा और उनको तब बेचेगा जब प्राइस ज़्यादा होगा. तो द फार्मर कैन अप्लाई अ फ्रेश लोन फ्रॉम द बैंक अगेंस्ट दिस cold storage recipient, and the bank offers this facility to them. So here the situation is completely different, and the bank facility, bank agreements are better than the agriculture trader, because the farmer is getting more benefits than this. Now there is a third situation where an agriculture laborer borrows money from her employer. मतलब वो एक अपने खुद के जिससे वो बेचता है चीज़ों, मतलब एम्प्लॉयर को से लेता है टू मीट द एक्सपेंसेस फॉर सर्टेन इलनेस इन द फैमिली. सो एक लेबरर है जो अपने मतलब जो उसके साथ में जो काम करता है उसी से वो पैसे उधार पे लेता है, जस्ट बिकॉज देयर वाज सर्टेन इलनेस इन द फैमिली, एंड द रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट दैट पर्सन इज पुटिंग ऑन हिम इज 60% per annum, and the laborer has to repay her loan by working for the employer. So यहाँ पे उसे ये कंडीशन लगा दी that the laborer has to repay her loan by working for the employer, and the employer does not treat the laborer well. Employers are the only source of credit for the landless agriculture laborers. So basically इस this situation में उसने dominate कर दिया उस particular laborer को, क्योंकि उससे पैसे लिए थे, तो उसको इस सिचुएशन में डाल दिया कि उसको एक तो इंटरेस्ट रेट भरना पड़ेगा और साथ में उसको उसके लिए काम करना पड़ेगा. सो बेसिकली उसको एक ऐसी सिचुएशन में डाल दिया जहाँ पे वो अपने लिए खुद के लिए कुछ कर ही नहीं सकता, उसको उसके लिए काम करना पड़ेगा जिंदगी भर. और ऐसी सिचुएशन बहुत सारे गरीब लोगों के साथ होती है, एंड दे आर करंटली दे आर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हु आर फेसिंग दिस प्रॉब्लम, जहाँ पे एम्प्लॉयर ना ऐसे लोगों लेबरर्स को अच्छे से ट्रीट करते हैं, जबकि उनको बहुत बुरे वे में ट्रीट करते हैं. और दे आर बेसिकली लैंडलेस लेबरर्स जिनके पास घर भी नहीं होते हैं रहने के लिए, जो कि सिर्फ कुछ पैसों के लिए जीते हैं, और वो भी पैसा उनको नहीं मिल रहा होता है क्योंकि वो बेसिकली ऐसी सिचुएशन में फंस जाते हैं जहाँ पे they have to repay the particular loan that they have taken, and they have basically trapped themselves into such situations. So there are 3 different situations that I have given to you. If there is certain situation that happens to your scene, तो आपको मुझे बस ये बताना है कि इसमें से कौन सी सिचुएशन बेटर है इन दी ऑनलाइन क्लास. सो विल डिस्कस अबाउट दिस कि आपको इन तीनों सिचुएशन में कौन सी सिचुएशन बेटर लगी, विच credit agreement is better for the person who is borrowing the money. So you have to tell me that in the online class. Now we can move forward about the next thing, that is the working of cooperatives and people who take loans from the cooperatives. So here is the situation that is given to you, like beside the banks, the other major source of cheap credit in rural areas are the cooperative societies. and beside basically all the members of the cooperative pool, there are the resources for cooperation in certain areas. There are several types of cooperatives possible, such as farmer cooperatives, reaper cooperatives, industrial worker cooperatives, etc. And Kishak cooperative function is in a village not very far away from Sonpur. It has 2300 farms as members. It accepts deposits from its members. With these deposits at collateration, and the cooperative has obtained a large loan from the bank. These funds are used to provide loan to members. Once these loans are repaid, another round of lending can take place, and Krishak cooperative provides loans for the purchase of agriculture implements, like loans for cultivation and agricultural trade, fishery loans, loan for construction of houses, and for a variety of other expenses here. So in this particular situation where the loans are taken from this cooperative societies, so beside the bank also there is other major source of cheap credits they are getting in rural areas by these cooperative societies, which are the cooperative one, जिनके पास जो मनी लेंडर्स होते हैं बेसिकली वो उनका अपना एक एस्टैब्लिशमेंट होता है. दे आर द मेंबर्स ऑफ दिस cooperative pool where they have their resources and where they have set up their own corporation in certain areas. And there are several types of cooperatives, mainly जो कि फार्मर्स कोऑपरेटिव होते हैं, जो फार्मर्स को बेसिकली चीप लोन्स देते हैं. देन देयर रीपर्स, इंडस्ट्रियल वर्कर्स कोऑपरेटिव्स एज वेल. तो अलग अलग लोगों के लिए अलग अलग कोऑपरेटिव्स हैं जो कि लोन देते हैं चीप, मतलब लेस इंटरेस्ट रेट पे वो उनको लोन लेंडर करते हैं. द एग्जांपल इज कृषक कोऑपरेटिव. कृषक कोऑपरेटिव फंक्शंस इन अ विलेज not very far away from Sonpur. Here there are 2300 farmers as members who basically take the particular loan out of it, and they can repay them with a very less amount of interest rate. और सिक्योरिटी भी उनसे वो सिर्फ यही चीज़ें में लेते हैं जो कि उनके एग्रीकल्चर इक्विपमेंट्स होते हैं, छोटी मोटी चीज़ें होती हैं, उसके अगेंस्ट दे कैन टेक दीज पर्टिकुलर लोन्स. So that's it for today's lecture. We have discussed. We'll move back tomorrow in the another lecture. One more thing that I want to discuss it with you, that these cooperative accept deposit from its members also by using the deposit as collateration. मतलब जो मैंने अभी बताया आपको कि सिक्योरिटी पे लेते हैं. The cooperative obtains a large loan from the bank, and the loan amount received by the bank is used as fund to provide loans to the members here. तो जो cooperatives होते हैं वो लेते हैं लोन, एक बड़ा अमाउंट ऑफ लोन लेते हैं from the bank, and the loan amount is received by the these particular cooperative society, and they give them the funds. जितने भी members उस particular cooperative society में होते हैं वो उसमें बांट देते हैं. Once these members repay the loan, the amount is repaid to the bank, and a fresh loan they can take it from the bank itself. So the cooperative provides loans to its members for the purchase of agricultural implements, loan for cultivation and agriculture trade, fishery loans, loan for construction of houses, and a variety of other expenses. Now the homework solution. So I have given you 3 questions as the homework solution. So the first question was how does the use of money make it easier to exchange things? So the use of money makes it easier to exchange things because it is accepted as the medium of exchange. It serves as the unit of value, and it solves the problem of double coincidence of bonds. So this is the answer that you can write it down in this thing. Now the second question was, can you think of some examples of goods and services being exchanged by wages and paid through barter? So in fact there are numerous examples in this context, especially in rural areas. It happens many a times. Sometimes like labor is not paid money and is given a considerable amount of grains like rice, pulses, etc., and vegetables and other necessary items. The quantity of these items satisfy the magnitude of the wage, and on the other hand these items fulfill the basic needs of the worker, for which generally the labor would spend the money. Many times one item like grain is exchanged with the vegetables and the farmers. And the third question that I have asked you was about the demand draft or demand deposits. So demand deposits are considered as money for the following reasons. The first is they can be withdrawn from the bank whenever it is so required. Second, they are widely accepted as a means of payment. along with the currency, and they are considered as money only. Third, they are accepted widely as means of payment by way of a check instead of cash. Thus, they are also considered as money in the modern economy. Now the homework for today is you have to write about, first question is, what are the reasons that make Swapna's situation so risky? Discuss factors like pesticides, role of money lenders, climate, etc. here. Second question, why do lenders ask for collateral while lending? Second question is this, and the third one is that you have to solve the in-text question exercise which is given on page number 47 to you. You have to do each and every question here. There are 7 questions that I will given to you, and it is related to the situations only that we have discussed today, like list the various sources of credit in Sonepur, underline the various uses of credit in Sonepur in the above passage that is given to you. Compare the terms of credit for the small farmer, the medium farmer and the landless agriculture worker in Sonepur. So if you have any question in this particular exercise, you can ask me in the online class that ma'am please explain this thing, and any other topic that you are not able to understand, you can ask me in the online class. Okay, so we can discuss it there. And that's it for today's lecture. Thank you so much for listening, and please take care of yourself.